It's the show after the show.
It's not what we normally do at our terrestrial show at KABC. Definitely not. This is actually much better.
Well, we feel a little more free, I think. You know, you can talk like we really talk in real life as opposed to having a boss go, easy.
They're not afraid to ask the obvious questions.
Is the penis in her dreams a pretty penis?
Frank Kramer gets sucked off by guys in the afternoon?
Did you say shaving your pussy, man?
Any puss will do.
And Schmees might even help out.
If you were a dude, you'd want to be Frank.
Wow, now look who's sucking my dick.
It's like hanging out with your friends and nothing is off limits.
I'll give you a facial. Just keep that cucumber away from me.
I shit my pants, okay? I shit my fucking pants.
I gave up my bung cherry, and you didn't even like it?
You're such a pussy.
I think you're incredibly gorgeous, and I'd love to fuck you tonight. What do you say?
Get away, get away, get away, get away.
Recorded live in a studio in Frank's basement, it's After Hours with Heidi and Frank.
That's right. We are recording this in a studio in my basement for the last time.
Is this the last one?
This is the last one. I'm moving out of the house.
Oh.
And I did let everybody know that my original buyer, the drug lord who had all the suitcase full of cash to buy my house, backed out.
Backed out or was killed?
He backed out because he couldn't put an elevator in the house.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a drug lord with bad hips. And,
he's got the hip dysplasia?
Yeah, he's got hip dysplasia.
Like a golden retriever.
And, because he couldn't put a elevator in the house, backed out of the deal. That sounds like, you just don't question a drug lord, though. It's okay.
That's fine. Yeah.
I understand completely. I'd be pissed, too.
Yeah.
But, so he backed out. And so I moved out in the meantime, thinking he was going to be moving in, and moved all my shit out of the house. So this is really the only thing left is the studio in the house. And, so I'm going to have another showing this weekend or something. And I go back to the bedroom to make sure everything's out of the closet, just one last run through to make sure there's nothing just left behind. And I walk into my master closet.
Found Frosty.
And Tom Cruise.
I had to. Yeah.
Mom, Tom Cruise is in the closet.
They're playing Connect 4.
Odd old game reference.
I know. I don't even know why that popped into my head.
That is weird.
So I walk into the closet, and I get this huge whiff of dead animal.
Oh, shit.
So between me moving out of the house and this whole thing falling apart, some animal crawled in somewhere, like through the attic or someplace, and died in a wall in my house. Now I have to show it with dead carcass smell somewhere in the house. Now,
somebody's baked some chocolate chip cookies.
A lot of them.
Maybe a couple dozen.
Yeah. After the show, we'll go up.
I'll make you some.
And smell it. No, I want you to go into pretend you're a couple.
Okay. Oh, good. We have an acting gig, Eric. Yay.
Yeah. And you're looking at the house the first time.
Okay.
Because I want to know your honest opinion because it's empty.
Okay.
It's an empty house. It just looks cold.
I like looking at empty houses.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because then I can see where all my shit's going to go. I like that. I don't understand the people that are like, that don't like that.
You know why you like that? Because you're codependent.
I mean codependent.
You think the house needs you.
The house does need me.
That's why you want to put all your stuff in it.
That's
because
right. I'm like,
an empty house is a sad house, and so you want to take care of that house.
Yeah, I need to put some love on these walls. Yeah, that may be true. You might be right on that. That's deep, but it's true.
A little bit true. Some people like to walk in and see oh, this house is kick-ass. I love the TV on the wall there and this couch and this. Oh, it's awesome. I love it. I want to move in. And all your shit's gone. The house looks like trash.
Well, those are the dipshits who think you're buying the house. You're not buying the flat screens on the wall and the sofa that you think.
Okay,
is
so the
cool.
house is empty. You think it's cool, but then you walk into a section of the house and it smells like death. Is it an instant fuck this or okay? We'll find the stink. It's a great deal. Or is it a real estate killer?
You better have a really kick-ass closet if it smells like a dead carcass. But if I'm like, oh, honey, but look. Oh, my God, I know it stinks, but I'll spray some Febreze.
But you don't know it's a dead animal either. It could be a body. That's why I'm moving out.
Yeah. Oh,
so
shit. Well, I'll tell you what. After this, we'll go up and Eric and I will play. We'll be Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Oh, that's cute.
I thought that they always took the man's name.
That
was more of a rip on Heidi than you. Come on.
Yeah, it kind of was, I guess.
So that's my dilemma right now. So I'm going to try to move this studio into my new place, into our new studio. Mm-hmm. That you'll be excited to see, I hope.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's much bigger than this. It's not a basement. It's actually...
it's going to be like a studio.
Yeah, it's going to be a studio. So
the studio will be on the sign out by the door.
And we'll probably have a lot of echo problems there, too.
Well.
God, I get so many emails about that Craig Shoemaker.
The thing is that Craig and I were sitting right across from each other, and in this small room that we do this show in,
there's no soundproofing.
I don't have any soundproofing on these walls. So normally the three of us sit at odd angles, so our sound doesn't bounce off the wall behind the person and back into their microphone. But me and Craig sat across from each other, so it just kept banking into the back of him.
Yours into his and his into yours.
He kept banking into the back of me, and then I banked back into the back of him. And
Not to mention, you guys riff like a couple of little girls. Anyway, you're like, oh my God, you, and then
and we tied.
and then we
I know.
went
we
golf, and then
we played golf. We tied, same as the front, it's the back.
Oh, God, that was funny.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I went out to see him in Agora Canyon Club, and had the crowd just killed him.
Always
had the crowd going crazy. So it was a really good show. Thanks for everyone else who actually came out to do the after hours party, because we didn't have a show last week. We were on vacation.
Yeah, vacation. Oh,
so it was like
Jesus
an
Christ.
after hours party during vacation. But
yeah.
Thanks for everyone who came out.
Yeah, my mom and my nephew were in town, and it's tough. It was exhausting. It wasn't like a vacation at all. I mean, I love them, don't get me wrong. But
they were out for 7 days, and you had 10 days off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I was like, bye-bye. I mean, their flight was, couldn't get them there quick enough. Again, I love them, but when you're dealing with a 70-year-old, my mom, and almost my nephew will be 15 in September, very different ideas of what a fun day is, and so to please my mom just wants to go to, Marshalls and TJ Maxx and shopping, and my nephew's
maybe play
like
a little pinochle.
Yeah, my nephew's like, this is fucking boring. I'm like, I know, buddy. Let's see, what can we do? And so,
did he actually say this is fucking boring? Oh.
No, but no.
I liked him a lot.
I know. I was like, what
I didn't hear him cuss at all. Actually, he said I think he started to say shit or something, and he was like, oh, pardon me. And I was like, pardon me? Where are you from? Shit. Southeast Indiana? But no, a good kid, but it's really tough to find fun stuff for a 15-year-old. But having said that, I have the iPad. And he had been there at our house maybe 2 days, and I think he's starting to jones because I don't have the video games or anything. And he's used to just sitting and playing that all day. And even though we'd run around, I took him race car driving at the MB2 or whatever up in Ventura, which was a blast. Batting cage is all fun, but I think he was jonesing for computer, like get online. And he goes, hey, Aunt Heidi, can I use your computer to look up my email? And we're sitting in the kitchen at the island, and I said, yeah, sure. I said, you know how to use it? And he's like, yeah, my buddy has one. I can figure it out. Okay, so he's sitting at the island. Now, meanwhile, I'm like putzing around, doing a load of laundry and going upstairs and check on the animals or whatever. And I come back downstairs to the kitchen, and my mom's sitting on the couch, and my nephew Derek's gone. And so is the iPad. And I said to my mom, where'd Derek go? She said, oh, he went up to his room, that I'd made for him. And I go, no. And she goes, what? And I said, no, he took the computer up to, no. So I'm, yeah. I know.
Oh, no, really?
Well, here's the thing, Frank. I don't know. That's why I'm bringing it to you guys, because I don't know. And I said, he says, yeah. And I said, hey, could I get my computer back? Yeah. So now I'm waiting at the door and waiting. And it's a little room. It's not like he has to. And now I'm going, okay, probably 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
So as I start to knock again, like I'm just getting ready to knock, he starts to open the door and he gives it to me. And I go, he goes, thanks. And I said, no problem.
The iPad's covered in Vaseline.
So here's the thing. So I grab it from him and I take it to, my room. And I turn it on and I go to history and it's all fucking cleared. And cache is emptied and the whole thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good man.
No. And so check this out. So I was bummed about that, but I'm like, oh, what are you going to do? He did ask to use it. And
now, what was the look on his face when he opened the door finally?
I didn't see his face.
You couldn't look at him?
No. He opened.
He just slid it through?
Yeah. He opened the door just
He's all lubed up on the other side.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
So, he did.
He's still got a hard on.
I think maybe that's what was going on. And I'm going, can I get my computer back? And I probably just was the biggest buzzkill I've ever been. I mean, believe me, I've been a cock tease in my time or two, but yeah, I'm sure he was like, fuck. So having said that, no big deal. So then they eventually leave, and the room that he was staying in is our office. And my laptop's up there, and I wasn't even thinking. My laptop's always plugged in on my desk, and I didn't think about it. So they leave. I settle in to do some show prep. And normally, in your history, where you've always gone, I'm the only one that uses a computer, all of my websites automatically pop up, the stuff that I use for info. And I put it on, and I'm signed out of Facebook, and he's signed in. His username is there. And then none of my windows are popping up.
No, I so wish you got on your Facebook while it was open and pretended he was you and try to get laid.
Oh, my God. Shit, baby, you're hot.
On all these chicks.
I know. So none of my history is there. And I go into history, and it's all been cleared. And I'm like, motherfucker. Now I'm pissed because I didn't give him permission to use that computer. I did give him permission to use the iPad, and he asked me each time he wanted to use it, and that was fine. But I didn't give him permission for this. And now I'm going, okay, how do I handle this? He's back in Indiana. So I text him, and I said, hey, did you use my laptop? Just to see if he's going to immediately lie to me, because I know he did, but I'm going to see if he's going to be honest. And he says, oh, yeah, it's such a long story. His buddy just got diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, like a really bad cancer. And he goes, yeah, I got on it to look up Ewing sarcoma. And I said, oh, okay. Well, here's the thing. I didn't give you permission to use that computer, and you cleared out all of my history, which I need for my work. So you'd only clear out history. People only clear out history if you're trying to hide something. So Ewing sarcoma that I know your buddy had, I wouldn't be upset about you looking up.
Actually, that's Latin for anal orgasm. This is a whole website.
Oh, shit. So I go, so I know he was on Facebook because he signed me out and signed himself in. And all this other shit that he cleared history. And he goes, oh, I only looked up Ewing sarcoma. And I said...
Now, this is all through text.
All through text.
Okay.
And
so you actually talk like him when you read his text?
Yeah, like a 15-year-old.
That's what he said. Yeah, you're reading it to somebody.
So, yes, I do that. It's probably really annoying, but I do act everything out. And so the fact that he lied, about being up. So I know he didn't look up Ewing sarcoma at 3:30 in the morning. And I'm like, well, how do I handle that?
You could have totally got him to admit it.
Okay.
How? If you just said that there was something up there. Like he made a mistake somehow, and it's not his computer, and he missed a step, and it was all still there. And did you no, I didn't. Well, you cleared out everything. Well, no, I see where you went, and I know all the sites. Now, what are we going to do about this? And let him go, oh, I'm sorry, or...
Right.
Maybe still saying no.
I did look up XXX pussy and I don't even want to know that. I think that maybe that's why I didn't do that. But
well, as a woman, don't you think for a 14-year-old boy, it's your position to make sure he understands what he's looking at? Isn't that the whole issue? Like when boys see porn way early, that their impression of women and sex and everything else about it is that's what they're getting, as opposed to you explaining it and saying, hey, listen, that's there's
right.
There's that,
well,
and then there's love.
Well, here's the thing, Frank.
Like me and your aunt uncle have.
Aunt uncle. Aunt uncle Chris.
He was there the whole time looking up lesbian porn.
Well, here's what I'm worried about.
No, it's all lesbian porn.
He's looking at your history, actually.
Well, see, that's what I'm worried about because that's my computer.
No.
I didn't even. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even think to lock it.
What's on it?
Well,
tell us exactly.
There's a lot of naked shit on there of me.
Any videos?
She gets really she gave me her iPad last week, and she was like, "They're just don't look in this gallery."
Right, and and so I had that feeling with
Did you?
No, of course not.
Yes, he did. No, I had that feeling.
I'll show you. It's on my phone.
You better download that shit.
I do have a picture on the iPad of just my torso. There's no titties and no puss. It's just like a picture of my tummy that I took and sent it to the Italian and be like, yeah, baby, lick me here or whatever. And so whatever. So that's in there, but that was the only picture really on the iPad that was on there, and I'm like, well, he doesn't even know it's me. It's just a picture of a flat stomach, whatever.
But on the laptop.
Frank, and that, so...
Wait, let's go back. I said videos?
Now, yes. Now the website...
No, go back. Mm-hmm. Videos. So what is in the video? What possibly could your nephew have seen? You told us about the torso picture. I want to know what's on the video.
Well, again, most of my head, not in them, because it's impossible to do. Show you what I'm going to show you.
Is anybody else's head in it?
No. There's nothing of us together.
Okay, that's what I'm wondering.
It would be me going, waiting for you, don't leave me alone.
Oh, a lot of solo action. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
I know, Frank. So then, as I'm being pissed off about you signed me out of Facebook and you were on this and what website was on. Then I went, who gives a shit about that? I'd rather him be looking at strange girls than, oh my God, my Aunt Heidi, finger banging herself.
You know what? Aunt Heidi's in his spank bank now.
Yep.
Oh, that's not.
You're number.
And
you're number one.
And you know who's going to be paying for therapy in his future? Me. No one else is going to be able to pay for it. It's going to be me. And I've did this weird imprinting now. I know.
And you know what? Because he has email and he has a dying friend of Ewing sarcoma. He sent him a couple of those videos
to make him feel better because he's going bald because of the chemo.
Believe my Aunt Heidi did. This is on her computer.
Oh,
so he already said
no,
it. So it's going around your hometown right now. If I had to guess, it's going around.
No,
your hometown.
seriously, I feel nauseous now.
You should.
No, I really don't feel so good. Like,
well, let's get the camera out and get a picture of you puking and put it on the internet.
Yeah,
I would freak out.
No, I am freaking out. I mean, I wasn't as freaking out as much as I am right now because I didn't think about that. I didn't think he was savvy enough to be like, oh, I'm going to burn this on a DVD. But he was left alone in my office. I just didn't.
There was one instance where I went on vacation and let some people house sit my house. Mm-hmm. And once you're on vacation, I was like, oh shit, I didn't, I know where the videotapes were, and I don't know, I'm thinking, did I move them? And I know when people stay at your house.
Your brain just goes so insane.
When people stay at your house, they look through your shit.
Well, I wouldn't look through your shit. I wouldn't.
If you're staying there for a week and maybe you're looking
for a movie to watch.
Where I had this stuff, you think it'd be hidden, but if you were looking for something, you might be able to find it because you're not familiar with the house. You might just open a door and be like, oh, what's this up here? Like you're looking for something else and you find tape and you're like, oh, I wonder what's on this.
Oh, shit.
And in my particular case, it would be of a woman who was masturbating on my couch. And another one was me, POV blowjob.
Oh, my.
Me getting one. Yeah. So,
the audience
and it was a great video of me. It's like one of those days and you're just like, my God, the camera does add 10 pounds. So I was like, I don't mind if they looked at that video because I looked great. But but because of the woman at the time I had feelings for. And I thought, I don't want a picture of her solo, out there around, and that could get out, and that's somebody who's special to me. So I was more freaked out about that. And those were just friends of mine. I can't imagine if it would be somebody as irresponsible as a 14-year-old who has access to the internet and just not knowing about just sending stuff around and how.
Oh my God!
And how it could just get in the wrong hands.
Seriously, I want to go home.
And eventually,
I don't want to do this today. I don't think. I'm seriously freaking out now about it.
What were you wearing?
Well, I have my outfits on.
Yeah, which one? Do you remember which one?
Yeah, I have. Well, the one that I'm thinking of right now is it looks like a tuxedo. Have you seen that bra and panty set? It's so fucking sexy.
Does it have like the shirt on the panty part where little black buttons down the front?
So the bra, the demi cup bra is like black, and it's got like sparkles. But
does demi cup mean
half? Like it pushes them up, and it's not like a full coverage.
So it's a lot of titty.
It's a lot of titty, like full. Voluptuous,
here they are.
Just cuppeth runneth over.
This is a fuck me bra.
Totally.
Okay.
And then it has the little white, like it looks like little white cuffs almost on the bra top. And then it has little beads that dangle from where the nipple area is.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the bottoms are black with the white front where your lady business is. That's white, and then it has like a little bow tie on the top of on the top of the panties. Really sexy. One of my favorites.
That is sexy.
One of my favorites.
You don't like that?
That's not for me.
Really?
Yeah. Anything dangling makes me.
Well, no, it's like they're like little.
So
I can't off the white.
So you don't like really meaty pussies?
No, God.
He like a vercompe.
You like all innies.
Just the phrase meaty.
One of my favorite things is to reference Opie and Anthony, who were funny, and Jim Norton's hilarious. He talks that he likes the kind of pussy where it looks like a really sloppily packed suitcase. And I'm like, that is the funniest goddamn thing I've ever. I love Jim Norton. Like he's like, yeah, like it's a comedian. It's sloppy. It's like a suitcase. It's like badly packed.
He comes out to LA quite a bit because he does.
I would love to meet
a lot
him.
of stuff. I saw him do some work on Leno when he had his primetime show. He is actually in the station. Not the KABC, our old station. Oh. And I think he was on Adam Carolla's show one morning. And I saw him in the hallway and was like, I love you on O&A. Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah. And it seemed like a nice guy. But, yeah, I'd love to get him on this show.
Oh, I would love that,
too. At some point.
I know he's so dirty. I mean, he's so funny and so dirty. I can't even imagine him on Leno. It being, super duper clean, because he's just, the naughtier he is, the funnier he. God damn. Anyway, yeah. So you don't like the big hangies? But some guys do.
You're grossing me out.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I don't like it either. Not at all.
I don't mind it that much. I mean, yeah, back in the day, I guess, because I grew up with, I always told you, like the 1970s Playboys, where it didn't matter how media it was, you weren't going to see anything anyway, because you had the hair kini on, so it was like, you didn't realize that till you started digging a little bit, and you're like, whoa, we're already here. I thought it was going to be a little more work in here to actually get down to it. But
you can actually tie it in a bow.
It's right there. Yeah, you can actually tie it around your head.
I've never experienced that.
And just tie your face to it.
It's its own bib. We really need to be, because that was fun.
Yeah, we really need to be on camera, because that was disturbing.
Since we are talking about alone time, did you guys hear about the nanny who died while pleasuring herself?
I saw the headline, and I didn't get to read the whole story.
Did you see the picture of her?
Not too bad.
I know. So she's 30 years old. She died. This would be horrifying. So she actually makes me feel better about myself. But she was using a sex toy while watching porn, and because of her heightened sexual arousal, she got herself so turned on that she died of sudden heart arrhythmia. I mean, essentially gave herself a heart attack from being so...
I so wish I would have been banging her at that moment.
Yeah. She's a children's nanny. Her name is Nicola. Oh no! Honey. She was found in
Really, that's her name?
Wow.
Nicola. Oh no, honey. No, Nicola Patty.
Where is she from? I'm going.
She was found dead in bed, naked from the waist down, with pornographic material running on her laptop. A sex toy was discovered next to her. She was found because she didn't show up for work. Then I guess a boss called a neighbor. A neighbor went over and looked in the window.
Oh my God.
When she looked in the window, she looked through the curtains. She found Nicola Sohoni lying on the bed with her cat lying on her chest, porn on the laptop, and a dong next to her.
I wouldn't be calling who the boss told go next door and look.
It's like, hey, she hasn't been to work. Could you, maybe stop by and see if everything's okay?
If I saw that scene and she's laying on the bed, I wouldn't think that she's dead. I think she's busy. Yeah.
She's home. She's sleeping, I guess.
She was sleeping. Not feeling well.
Yeah.
I think that she just basically passed out from a great orgasm. I wouldn't assume that she was dead just because the cat's on her chest.
They said after they
something kinky happened, though.
She had a computer on her lap. When they moved it and lifted the duvet, she was found naked from the waist down. There was a vibrator next to her on the bed.
Still running?
I don't know. It doesn't say. But that's her. I know you like brunettes, Eric, but... Can you imagine? She just got herself so worked up. It's probably the breathing, because I've done the breathing before where I feel like my heart is going to jump out of my chest, where I'm so worked up that I feel like I'm going to die. But thank God I haven't. But that talk about horror. She's lucky she's dead, because you wouldn't want to be found that way and then survive. You know what I mean? I'd be like, please.
They bring you back.
Yeah, they bring you back. But that's what happened. Can we not? I don't really talk about. I don't want to tell that story again. Yeah.
The only thing that can get her off now is those heart charge paddles, because they brought her back to life.
Clear! Clear! Oh, my God. That deep breathing. Mortifying.
It'd be mortifying. Obviously, is this the equivalent of a guy dying from hanging himself while jerking off?
No, I think that's more embarrassing, because a girl was just laying there watching porn, playing with herself. The scarf thing.
But who knows what she was using?
Well, it said vibrator.
Yeah, but it could be gigantic. It could be a vibrating fist. Can you imagine she's dead with a vibrating fist next to her? That's got to be as bad as hanging yourself while jerking off.
Well, maybe then. You have a point.
Or your parents finding out, yeah, she passed away. How did she die? Heart blew up, coming?
Yeah.
Excuse me? Yeah, her heart exploded when she came.
Oh, my God. Coming and going at the same time. Look at that. No? All right. I hate you both. golly.
There's a vibrator that I guess is extremely quiet, so you don't get discovered. Because I
don't like vibrators, so it doesn't do anything for me.
You don't at all?
No, it's too fast.
much.
It's too fast. I mean, I like to actually, it's literally.
Okay, so this is too much for you.
Yeah, it's too much. I don't care if
you're way
it's
too orgasmic naturally to even need that.
Yeah.
This person said that I have a problem. Well, my girlfriend always wants to use a vibrator during sex, but we're renting a beach house with pals. If they hear the buzz, I'll die.
Well, yeah, as a guy, because you feel like you can't satisfy her, you have to have a thing.
But what guy
If I was a guy, I wouldn't want her to have to.
What guy ends anything with, if that happens, I'll die?
I'll just die.
My girlfriend always wants to use a vibrator during sex, and if my pals find out, I will just die.
So you're saying neither one of you have ever said that in a conversation? You're like,
I don't think any straight guy has ever said, I'll die at the end of any sentence.
Ever.
I'll just die. Yeah, you're right. Huh.
So
okay, maybe she's writing it as him. I don't know. I'll just die.
It's probably some young girl still living at home and wants to use a vibrator, but wants one that's, I don't want my parents to hear me, and we share a wall.
So now you're saying they're quiet ones? Like it's like the Prius of vibrators? I didn't even hear you coming. Wagger, wagger, wagger.
Yeah, the solution for this problem is a vibrator called Lilo Nia, ultra quiet vibrator, available at Lilo.com. This is not an advertisement, but it's $90 for this little thing that's supposed to be, like you said, perfect. The Prius of vibrators, where nobody can hear it.
I don't know.
But
that's probably part of the turn on, though, for people. They hear that. It's like, well, I like sex sounds, so I would want to, like, being completely quiet does nothing for me. Like, I like to hear you breathing and you're making noise. So I'm sure if you're having your alone time, part of the excitement is that when you click that little switch over, and that's what. Oh, it's because you know the feeling. It's like Pavlovian. You know that buzz then equals.
Pussy starts watering.
Ooh, listen to that vibrate. My pussy's watering.
I wonder if a woman who uses that all the time, if there is a Pavlovian response to anything that vibrates.
Yeah.
Someone's phone vibrates in the movies.
Yeah, it takes you back to, I'm sure that's what it is. That's why I think getting rid of the sound is a little odd. But I mean, it makes sense if you have roommates and stuff.
Stay clear of the woman who creams her jeans next to a jackhammer. Oh, that sound reminds me of my vibrator.
Yeah, you're never getting a date with that one. No.
Actually, that would turn me on. Jackhammer vibrator.
Since you
I told you about the time I turned my Sawzall into a vibrator. You can actually buy those things. You know what a Sawzall is, right?
Well, I'm a lesbian. Yeah.
You don't, do you?
No.
Like a drywall saw.
Okay.
So you just you put it in the wall and you can just go, cut out holes and get in there pretty easily. Mm-hmm. And so it has a blade that just goes back and forth, and as you press the button, it goes. Hey, that's actually a pretty good impression of one of those.
Yeah.
And I took I think it was the metal blade instead of the drywall blade, because drywall blade's got really big teeth on it. I took the metal blade and I jammed it up this silicone cock.
Yeah.
And lashed it on and duct taped it really a lot to it.
Boy, that duct tape, you really can't use it for anything.
So it wouldn't come off,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I made one myself.
Remember the drill I made you that you used as fuck pig? Remember when you dressed as fuck pig?
Yeah.
I gave you a drill and put a big pink dong on.
I never understood the drill, just the circular motion.
Yeah.
Is there anything to that, or is that just all hype for ladies?
Well,
if my dick could turn around in a complete circle.
I remember
like it was possessed by the devil.
It's a little odd for the internal thing, but I remember there was an episode, maybe one or two episodes of L Word, not the real L Word, but the show, where they had all slept with there was this girl, Poppy, who everybody like in the community was like, oh my God, Poppy's like supposedly the best. And she was like this mythical creature. She's like fucked every girl, in LA. And they would all get together and be like, oh my God, did you sleep with Poppy too? Did she do the circle thing with, and they're like, oh, and they're all going crazy. I'm like, so the circle thing, I don't think it's internal. I think the circle thing works for external stuff.
It doesn't seem like that's even that big of a mystery, that people haven't tried the circle thing.
Right, it's like, look, your tongue only goes so many ways, so you either go up, down, all right, circle.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Circle is probably the third choice.
Right.
Let me do up, down, see how that works out. That ain't working out. Let me go side to side. She's not doing anything. All right, let me go circle. I mean, circle's the third choice automatically, and all of a sudden it's a super secret in the lesbian mythical community.
That was the problem I had with that. I was like, ooh, the circle thing. I mean, who hasn't? I mean, your tongue goes those three ways.
They should have come up with a different name for it at least, because the circle is just so lame.
Yeah.
I remember on an episode of Picket Fences, Frosty's favorite show, that
you talk about oral.
No,
Wow.
there was a masseuse in the town, and he was giving massages to all the ladies, and that was their secret. Did he give you the squiggly?
The squiggly.
Yeah, and he was giving all the married women in town were getting the squiggly from this masseuse.
But they never referenced as to what exactly it was.
Yeah, what's the squiggly?
Oh.
And obviously you think it's something you don't know. So you're just your imagination runs wild.
And you want to go see him because you got to figure out what's the squiggly.
Did he do the finger? Well, wow.
Not really Picket Fences friendly.
I can just old Tom Skerritt.
Well,
did he do the finger?
Pulling that out of your ass.
I know, Tom Skerritt. I'm not ever good at naming actors, but Tom Skerritt just came to me.
Yeah.
That and Connect 4. I don't know why it's popping in my head.
Things from the 80s.
Pinochle was one of those crazy things that popped in my head, too. I don't even know why.
Well, since we're talking about sex toys, really the only reason I'm telling you the story is so I can show you the picture of this guy, and then you guys can both go, I'll ask you, who does it remind you of? But, story out of Orlando. This guy simulated a sex act in front of a 7-year-old girl, her mother, and her grandmother. And the court is saying he did not break the law. He's 47 years old. He was sitting in his truck in a parking lot and at a convenience store when the family pulled into a space next to him. He began waving a sex toy as the women walked by, and then put it in his mouth and started giving it oral, as the kid, the mom, and the grandma walked by, getting his kicks doing that. I don't know. And
the worst sucker sold at 7-Eleven.
Not much flavor, but well. Officers charged this guy with lewd and lascivious exhibition.
Can't wait till I get to the middle.
How many licks does it take? Thought it was gum. He was charged with lewde and lascivious
How'd they get the icing on the inside?
exhibition in the presence of someone younger than 16. He pleaded no contest. He was now he has 2 years of sex offender probation. But he argued and won that he had not engaged in sexual activity as defined by Florida law.
Can I guess why? He was having a seizure, and the only thing he had available to stick in his mouth so it wouldn't swallow his tongue was a cock.
No, but you really should be a defense attorney. Fuck this whole radio thing. Seriously. Go to law school. His actions, though clearly rude and offensive, this is according to Florida law, do not violate the express terms of the statute. Under the law in Florida, sexual activity does not include placing an object into a person's mouth. For the guy, for his act to have been illegal, it would have had to involve the private parts of another person or his own private parts in a person's mouth.
So they have to be real private parts.
They have to be. So I can sit outside a Home Depot and give head to a dong, fake dong, all day. As kids walk by.
Hey, can we do that and I'll put it on my Evo phone?
All day. And it's not illegal in Florida. I'm going to show you a picture of this gem, this sweet, sweet, sweetheart of man, giving fake fellatio to a fake dong. Say the first name that pops into your head when you see the man. Well, just when you see the man.
Okay. Oh, my God. The hair reminds me definitely of somebody.
Yeah.
Right?
Look at this guy. Seriously, we'll have to put it on the website.
Oh, my God. Definitely. We're putting this on the
Can
website.
You picture
this is going to be one of the pictures for the
This
After Hours
guy
podcast.
is sitting outside a convenience store in his car as you walk by with your mother, and your 7-year-old daughter, and he's giving head to a dildo. Oh, wow. Hey, ladies. Can you imagine? Holy shit.
It kind of looks like my dad.
It looks like my dad, too.
Oh, my God. It looks like my dad robbed a wig store.
It's everyone's dad.
It is everyone's dad.
With really bad hair. Is that hair out of control?
That's a total wig, Heidi.
Oh, no. Frank, I know. That's why I said,
okay.
I mean, how fantastic is that mugshot? It's maybe my favorite mugshot ever.
That is great.
Just because you're picturing him in a car with a creep, and it wasn't illegal. Like, he's not in trouble.
So they dropped the case. No big deal.
It's fine because it was a fake dong. No, it has to be a real dong in order for it to be committed.
And they're saying the mouth is not a sexual organ because you couldn't take a jelly sleeve and be fucking it because you can't put your dick in something. So as long as the mouth is not a sexual organ, but
that's what they're saying. It's not a sexual organ, right? Yeah. Sexual activity does not include placing an object into a person's mouth. For his act to have been illegal, it would have had to involve the private parts of another person or his private parts and another person's mouth.
So could you sit outside Home Depot and just plop a fake dong in other people's mouths? Come here. Bloop.
Yeah,
come here, you.
Technically, because the mouth is not a sexual organ, and it's not a real organ. So you could.
Right. Do a little...
I mean, there would be an assault charge, I'm assuming.
Well, unless they agreed to it, like,
An assaulty. Oh, kind of salty.
Oh, God. I brought it up now. But yeah, that's the reality show. Remember when you want to do that reality show of like, could you get somebody to do something?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brilliant idea.
I'm still doing it.
Good. And that would be one of those things, like how far could you go, hey, can I talk to you for a second? How much money would it, like, hot girls outside stores, like, how much money for you to just one time?
No, there was a show like that where it's like, I'll give you so much money to do
the
this.
X Factor, it was something.
And they kept going, bidding up and up and up and up. And they have a couple people. So then it's like, somebody's going to take the money because, as soon as someone takes it, it's over. This person gets the money and they do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're basically bidding against each other of who would do something like that. And I think there was a show like that.
I know, it does sound familiar.
I can't remember the name of it.
No, I don't know.
But as far as the mouth being a sexual organ, I completely disagree. I think the mouth is a sexual organ. Well, in your case, hell.
Well, yeah, it's my everything.
Interesting question for Heidi.
Not my everything, but
As far as sex goes, which organ do you use more?
Boy. Oh, well.
I mean, for me, I can say my penis.
Right, yeah.
It's nowhere near the amount of mouth I use.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Well, back in the day, but hell.
No more?
I'm trying to get her to leave.
I thought you liked it.
No, I do like it.
Yeah.
No, I still do, but not,
not as much, right?
Yeah. I mean, not.
Yeah, we don't every time either.
You don't every time?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Sometimes you just, you lay with each other.
Cuddle.
Scissor me timbers.
Oh, you scissor.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll never understand that.
Why not?
How can you not?
It's fantastic.
How can you do that and not laugh the entire time? I mean, it's like when a woman wants me to spank her. I'm not really a spanker kind of guy, so if there's a spank me, I'll spank, but I'll laugh as I'm spanking, and maybe you're more into it then.
The only time it's funny is when she throws paper. It's like, okay, seriously, we're supposed to both throw fucking scissors.
I think you need a rock in there, baby.
Or more like a pebble. In your case.
It's only funny if it isn't true.
I know.
Thanks.
For the record, just a second ago, I said I would die. I would just die.
You did say that?
I did.
You said I would die. I die laughing.
But I did say the phrase.
Oh.
You could say if it ends with laughing.
I didn't. I just said
die. I thought you did.
I would just die.
I thought you said.
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Bag.
Yeah. 1 point in the gay column for me.
Maybe more than one.
Yeah. You guys were talking about porn, and it made me think of. I have a history with porn when I was in my teens.
Really?
Yeah, because I grew up with access to computers all the time, and my best friend growing up, I'm his kid's godfather. We met. We were mortal enemies in high school. We met because he was wandering the halls saying, "Can somebody give me a ride home? My mom's can't come till 4:30." And I said, "You can come to my house if you want." And he said, "I don't like you." And I said, "I got porn." And he goes, okay. So we became best buds.
Guys are so easy, I swear.
But my mom...
Well, they didn't become best buds till they jerked each other off. Kind of like with
crisscross applesauce.
Craig and his other buddy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I used to keep all my porn because I would print it out on my computer, clear the history, put it in a briefcase that I had. Like an old
Clear the
briefcase.
history. See, clear the history.
Yeah, that's why I said I was proud of him.
Oh, my God.
He's as smart as I was. So I would put
frightening.
it all in this giant briefcase that I kept under my bed with a lock on it.
So it's just pictures of naked girls.
Pictures of naked girls. That's it.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh, an angel got her wings.
I don't know.
Is that your Evo?
That might be. I don't know.
I haven't heard mine ring yet, so
Wow.
I don't know. It is.
It is. No, I don't think. Who knows calling me on this phone? I didn't get his number out. I don't even know. I don't
Anyway,
know if it was a phone call.
let's get back to your porn. And you're clearing the history, and you would put it in a briefcase.
And I would print it out,
Okay.
put it in this briefcase, and I had a lock on it, a combination
But your
lock.
mom didn't find it odd that a 15-year-old carried around a briefcase.
Well, it was like from my grandfather. Like, I don't know where it came
Oh,
from.
that
It was
seems
just like in
wrong
my
somehow.
family.
But the fact you had a handcuff to your wrist, she didn't ask any questions.
Well, what's funny
Like you
is
were depositing money into an account in the Caymans.
I thought I was being all secretive
Right,
like that,
right.
but the combination was 000.
Oh, Eric. Yeah, it sure was.
That's still his PIN number.
Yeah. And my mentality was, no one will ever get it. It's so simple. And I'm 15.
And like the same thing with the circle. That's where you're going to start. Let's just try to guess the combination. Let's start at 000. Click. Oh my God! What an idiot!
What are the chances?
Yeah, 0001. Let's keep going, but 000 popped right open.
Well, there it was. So I came home one day. And this is so embarrassing. I don't know why I'm telling this story. But
have you heard my last three stories?
It made me think of this, and I've got to tell it. But I come home, and my briefcase is on my bed, open, empty.
Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Did you just get that sick, like hot, sick, nervous,
It was like I was in an alternate universe. I stared at it like there's no way this is what I'm looking at. This is another briefcase. This is another time. I have been teleported to somewhere where this happened.
Your brain did that to you to protect you from the craziness that was about to happen.
So once I realized what happened, I went downstairs.
But was the suitcase set up so you knew that? I mean, I guess facing open. So it'll be the first thing you see when you walk.
It was I found your porn. So I went downstairs calmly. My mom's washing dishes. I go, do you need any help? She's like, yeah, you could dry those for me. I was like, okay. So you, I noticed that somebody emptied my briefcase. She said, yeah, really interesting stuff I found in there. I said, well, what'd you think about that? She goes, well, at first it shocked us, and then your father and I were just happy it was girls.
Oh, shut up!
I swear to God, call my mother. She was happy it was girls.
So your mom thought you were gay.
Yes, at 15.
That's why she opened the briefcase, because she wanted to find out the truth about him.
Wow.
And then I just imagined my mom dancing around with the photos.
Right? Like, oh, she's so pretty, this one. Oh, look at the
she's
size
got
of
giant boobies.
She was downstairs framing him so he could hang him on the walls.
Right.
Don't need the briefcase, put him everywhere.
These are Eric's special friends. Now, do you remember or not? Were they all similar? Like you have a type that when you would print out a picture, it was always like a kind of the same girl, or was it a rainbow of naked
it was
women?
Rainbow. Well, it was back when AOL first started. Mm-hmm. So back when porn on the internet first happened, you would have to write someone in a chat room and say, got pics. And they would IM you and say, got pics too. What do you have? And you would say, sexy nurse.
Wow.
You know, whatever.
It's like trading cards for...
Yeah, it really was. So then you'd have to be like, you send first. No, you send first. I will send one first. It was really like trading cards for porn.
Well, because you had to get around the "you might be a kid" thing. So some
it
guys,
was so early that didn't even pop into people's heads. It was just
really?
There weren't porn sites that I could get on that I could just nowadays you could just say I'm 18, sure.
But did anybody really fuck each other over? It's like, hey, I got the sexy nurse and I got the sexy pirate. All right, I'll send you my sexy nurse, and then you don't send the sexy pirate.
Yeah, that's what I did all the time. I'd be like, "What are you interested in?" I got a lot, and he'd be like, "Oh, I love whatever," and I'd be like, "Oh, I totally got dog sex. Sure, send over what you got."
Girl
and then
pictures,
I'd be like, sign off.
Clear history.
Did anybody send you anything crazy? I mean, was there anything crazy?
I got a lot of child porn. It was sad, actually. Like a lot.
I've never seen child porn.
It's disgusting. It's bad.
And it's probably...
they would say, like, it's sexy nurse. And so I'd be like, okay. And it was back in the day when it was a dial-up modem, so it would be like...
and you'd start to
see eyeballs, nose and mouth. Yeah. And I'm like, well, that looks sort of like a young boy. Oh, my God.
Holy shit,
it was bad.
Eric.
So back then,
Are you scarred for life? Like when I went on that zoo tube and saw chicks getting fucked by German shepherds. I mean, I am scarred for life.
I don't
Are
wanna
you scarred?
I've seen a bald man stick his entire head in a vagina.
I saw
seen
that too, and he had straws in his nose.
Great, yeah. It's like fantastic. I sent it to everyone.
That was fucking cool.
Yeah.
But if you were sticking a bald baby's head in a vagina,
I said I wanted to see the Grand Canyon on vacation. That's not exactly what I had in mind. But thanks for trying. My God. A grown man's head.
Well, I guess the baby coming out breech and just put it on loop.
Ooh, hot. Got pics.
I might watch that as a joke.
That's a gif.
But, my
Not
God.
not as
and you
a
said you got a
turn
ton
up.
of it. So what would you do with it? I mean, is it all on your computer? I mean, if they'd have found you back then with a bunch of kiddie porn on your computer, we wouldn't even know you now. You'd be in prison.
See, I couldn't tell my parents I was getting porn from people, so I would just delete
couldn't
it and
bust
go
them,
on.
yeah.
Like,
But when you delete it, doesn't it stay someplace? Isn't that like Frosty Burns
it was
is?
back when nobody, that wasn't even a thought in people. It was our first computer.
Oh, okay.
We got a computer right as, no one had them.
It was as
and
big as this room. Little
Yeah.
Eric's in there. This giant.
They didn't even
computer.
make computer desks then. Like, seriously, we had our computer on the floor before we could find a capable desk of holding a keyboard and a mouse. And I mean,
So
it
you
was
literally, you
different.
would see, like, your routine would be, got pics, boom, boom. He sends you a pic. You go, wow.
This was me and
yeah.
my friend. This was
Okay.
We would,
So then
this
you would,
was our thing.
They would
We
send
play.
you the pic, and you go, me likey. I'm printing that one out and putting in the old briefcase.
Yeah, but in the
And then you wouldn't do
God, I
anything
can't
with
believe
it.
I told that.
You wouldn't do anything with it when it was
That's
on the
okay.
screen.
I would have done that too if I knew how.
I know. You didn't do anything with it when it was on the screen. You
No,
would just
no.
save it, put it in the briefcase for later.
Yeah.
So when your friend would come over, you would sit with the briefcase and shuffle back and forth together.
No, it would just, we'd sit there at the computer and I'd be like, do you want that one? And he'd be like, yeah, I'll take that one. I'd go print. I was like, yeah, I'm not into that. I'm not going to take that one, but you go for it. And he'd take it home. And then if I printed it out, I'd just fold it up, put it in my pocket, and later I'd go stick it in the briefcase. It wasn't
The
like
picture in the
I was
briefcase.
like, all right, here we are. And I pulled out my briefcase, set it open next to the printer.
I'm
and-
just picturing the.
Did you sell them at school to kids who didn't have access to a computer? No. You're the porn guy with the briefcase.
I went to a Christian.
Pussy, get your pussy right here. Got blonde, brunette, red hands. Meh.
Yeah, right next to the kids that sold cigarettes for $5 a pack. Back when they were $1.50.
Wish I could find him now.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
$5
right?
a pack.
What are
I
they-
found out later those kids were only selling me cigarettes for $5 a pack because I was so hated.
You should have traded.
You were so hated?
Why?
Because I was that annoying kid that really wanted to be friends with everyone.
Smart.
You know that
But
kid.
everyone hated you, so I mean, you.
No, they didn't hate me. They just felt bad for me because I was so anxious to be their friend. I had that one friend who was with me all the time since the porn happened,
Right.
and opened up that friendship. But beyond that, once he became my friend, he started defending me and getting in fights for me. He was from a public school, and he had been sent there to this small Christian
to get
school.
straightened out.
Exactly. And he never did. He still didn't. He got kicked out of that school, and
They found him with porn.
no, they actually, I think he was trying to
took
sell
the-
coke at the mall.
Oh my god!
The porn started.
It's a gateway.
He showed up drunk at a dance. No, not a dance. We didn't have dances. We had
Because you're
formals.
Protestant or whatever. No, what? Oh, wasn't
It
that
was
you
a
didn't have-
Church of Christ school.
Okay.
So no dancing.
What's
So
what
what the fuck do you do
relation?
with a formal?
Yeah.
You dress up in prom-like attire
And there was
walk
no
around?
music
and
playing.
stand there.
There was no music playing.
There was music playing,
Hymns?
but don't dance. No, it was some
Great
normal
things
music.
How great thou art. This is my favorite. You want to go dance? Oh, no, we can't dance.
We can't
We
dance.
can't dance. Just sing.
Let's just stand close, shoulder to shoulder, sway back and forth slightly.
No, Church of Christ, they don't even believe in singing in church. So if people would sing with the music, they'd probably be like, shut it down, they're singing with music.
But and that is
I think it's because nobody at that church could sing.
oh.
And
No, they're all a cappella.
the preacher made an executive decision. No singing at this church because everyone just sucked.
Now, do you know?
Oh,
Oh, you know what? Actually, no singing. No, it's God's law. We're following God's law.
And nobody could dance either. All right, let's stop dancing too because you guys just can't dance.
Okay, if I can't sing, what about this?
Ooh, no, God's law, no dancing either, or whatever the hell you call that. What you just did.
And none of your girls are going to have that dykey haircut, so we're not going to cut her hair either.
But giving the church money required.
And take those pants off, ladies, and put a long dress on, will you?
So back to the briefcase and back to your nephew.
Yeah.
Oh.
Based on Eric looking at just a picture, having something that he finds attractive and interesting, he's going to, and you don't have to just print it off, put it in a briefcase. Now you can send it. You can send it to your own email address and have it in a file at home. And with that much goodness, if I had a video of my aunt,
Frank, I don't.
who's a celebrity,
so that's
in Los Angeles,
nice. So now I feel better.
that I could ruin her.
Oh, great. No, it wouldn't ruin me, baby. She'd make me famous. You kidding me?
Then why don't you release it and blame it on your nephew?
That ain't a half bad idea. You're a thinking man. Maybe I will do that. I'm like, that little bastard, you're never going to believe what he did. It's all over TMZ.
What would you do? What would you do if it actually ended up like this Mel Gibson thing? And you obviously didn't know that was ever going to get out, but you didn't think this was ever going to get out. What if it did?
I could deny it's me because although my hands are very telltale, my man hands, very unique. No other woman on the planet has hands like mine. Look it up.
And we can also see your goods, and didn't you say they're like snowflakes?
Oh,
so we could probably give you a pussy print down at the office.
I give a pussy print, yeah. You could print me
down at the station.
Sit my ass in a thing of ink and do the old Rorschach test. Well, you couldn't really. I could deny it's me, I suppose. I could say I have no idea. But
any recognizable furniture?
No, I'm too close. You know what I mean?
You're too close.
Well, when you're videotaping.
Oh, yeah.
You made a happy face, and I made a gross face.
I know.
I'm happy because it was so gross.
He loves the gross. Yeah, it's close, so you wouldn't be able to really see anything. It's not like I walk away from
How tight of shot? I mean, really.
Oh, very tight. How dare you? Tight.
Wide lens.
Very compact.
I know they put a panoramic on a fucking laptop.
What's that damn Sharapova camera or whatever? The little actress that does the camera commercials with the Taylor Swift. Yeah, her camera. That's what I use to photograph myself. No, you wouldn't be able to tell it's me, but I would be mortified.
Then why are you getting ready to get sick and you're just mortified? You wanted to go home.
It's about him.
Him seeing it.
Yeah, I'd have an easier time you seeing it and going, holy shit, goddamn. I'd be like, oh, God, embarrassed a little, but not mortified.
Knowing that he's sitting home in his room right now, just buried in a pile of used Kleenex.
Because you know what I noticed? Nice. You know what I noticed? That we went out to dinner a couple times, the Italian and I, my mom, my nephew, and I went to put this one shirt on because I was getting, I was like, oh, we're going out. I'm going to go get fixed up. And I put it on, and it was like a major titty shirt. And I went, oh, fuck, I can't wear this. Because I just thought, I felt uncomfortable. Like, I know he's my nephew, but I still felt like he's still a 15-year-old boy, and I'm going to have my titties all up. That didn't seem right to me. So I took the
afraid you'd turn him on?
Well,
oh, my God.
Well, I didn't want to go, like, I didn't even want that to be an option.
If I have a Speedo on, I'm not going to go out in front of my 14-year-old niece because I'm afraid it's going to get her off.
Would you wear
No, I wouldn't be afraid of that. I'd be like,
this
is going to be gross. I'm not going to wear this out in front of people because this is sickening. But you think your titties are going to turn him on.
Okay, hang on. Well, you don't think that was... I took the shirt off and I put more coverage on because I'm like, I just didn't feel... I looked like I was going out for a night to dinner with the Italian and I got my titties out. I'm not going to do that with a 15-year-old nephew.
Did he hug you more than he probably should have?
We hugged.
You get home from work every day.
Hey, Aunt Heidi.
You wake up in the morning, he's hugging you. Hey, Heidi.
Oh, good morning.
You come back from the bathroom, he hugs you. Oh, you been?
I love you. Miss you so much. All righty, let go now.
So, I mean, this happened before you found out that he was on the computer and possibly saw everything about you.
Yeah, the iPad thing happened like day 2, and I said, no. I mean,
did he do anything like he has a crush on you?
No, but I did have a party at the house and all the, for the 4th, and I had, some friends over, and my one friend says, wow, when you talk, he just looks at you with such admiration. And I'm like, really? Because I'm not looking, but I was talking to the group of people at our house, and I guess he was just watching me. And she was like, oh, it's so sweet. Like, you can just tell he just admires you and loves you so much. That was the only, I didn't get any
Maybe
vibe.
that's I'm trying to hide my heart on face.
Yeah, the poor kid's like in a room full of, lesbians.
He's all wide-eyed and going, I hope nobody sees my heart on.
He did wear baggy black shorts quite a bit. Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. It sort of made me go, I don't know how I would handle a kid.
So when are you going to see him again? Are you going home for holidays? Or so?
I don't know. Probably next year.
Next year?
When he's 16,
She signs on to AIM, and it's like a
Got
video
pics?
chat.
Want some? I took some new ones.
Let me send you a couple.
No, it's just weird. It's like, having a 15-year-old boy around because you feel the testosterone in the room, in the air. It's just it's a real thing that it comes off of them.
Does it make you sick?
No, not at all. I acted differently with him this time than I did when he was here when he was 12. That was the last time he was here.
So you would have worn the titty shirt at 12.
Probably. I wouldn't have thought about it. But now he's like, like his voice is really low. But I didn't even know because we text a lot, but I hadn't talked to him on the phone.
And you're thinking as you're getting dressed, I don't want to give this guy the wrong impression.
No, hang on. No.
Oh, my God.
Now, hang on a second. You're telling me that there are things. Okay. Do you walk around the house shirtless with your daughter home?
Yes.
Okay. If she has friends over,
Yes.
Bullshit.
Yes.
13-year-old girls, and you have, boxers?
I wear shorts.
Okay, boxers with your daughter and shirtless, like watching TV or on Saturday morning?
I've
or
worn my
boxer briefs?
boxer briefs.
Okay, her friends are over there. Her friends spent the night. It's Saturday morning. You're all up. You get out of the bedroom. Her friends are...
Like I said, I wouldn't be wearing boxer briefs because I'm not thinking I'm going to turn that girl on. I'm offensive.
Well, yeah, I feel the same way.
You'll be arrested.
It's that same thing, though, for me. I'm like, it's just not appropriate. There's appropriate attire, and there's not. And I felt like it wasn't right. So I guarantee your daughter has sleepover, slumber party, Farty is going, honey, put fucking pants on before you go to the kitchen.
Frank's in the hallway. Hello, ladies.
Yeah, doing fucking windmill. I ain't seen one like this before, have you, girl?
Come on, I fluff it up before I walk out.
See? Oh.
What do you mean, see? I'm joking.
I don't know that you are. You just said earlier, well, as long as it looks good, I don't care who the fuck sees it. That's what you said.
He's the one who wants all the hugs. Come here,
Come
girls.
here, you.
Where are you kids been?
Look how cute you are. You've grown so much since I taught soccer.
Let me wrap that towel around you and dry you off.
Okay, all right, we're done.
Too far.
We're done. I'm already grossed out. This is the grossest show we've had so far.
No, that's the thing I'm dealing with right now because I have my daughter turns 13. Let's see.
2 days.
Well, it'll be today. Today is my daughter's birthday because this is released on Friday, and
yeah.
It's the 17th. And so, yeah, she's 13 years old today. I have a teenager, and she has blossomed from when she was just turned 12 in 1 year.
Saturday would be the 17th. Right?
Is it really? Whatever.
Okay, so-
Mine is
okay.
the 18th.
Okay, so Saturday.
Sunday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
So her birthday's tomorrow. And she has developed in that 1 year so quickly and matured where it's like, she, the women stuff that she's talking to me about and in a natural conversational way. Not like, I have a question, Dad. You ever not so fresh feeling? No. I mean,
And did you tell her, yeah, all the time?
I'm on my period.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, God. But,
so you know
but
what she is and all of that.
Yeah, and I've seen her at a pool party with, like, her other girlfriends, and she's, like, more developed. You know what I mean? There's like the girls who still have that baby fat, and then they're going to grow into themselves, and all that fat will stretch out. But then there's
they still look
my
like little
daughter,
girls right now.
Yeah, who is that small petite girl who's getting ready to go into her third bra size at 13. I'm so fucked. It's pathetic.
Frank.
I am completely fucked.
Well, you brought it all on yourself.
I did. I shouldn't have
Think of all this. Think of all.
Seriously.
See, I think that's where my mom and dad were smart. They're like, now.
She's got her braces put on too, so I mean that's good because it makes her look a lot younger. Her teeth are all like black.
Yeah. Hopefully she gets the butterfly to expand the palate expander.
She already had that.
Oh, that's right.
That was the start. So she already had her mouth widened.
Oh my God. No. Oh God. Well, you know what? Think of how you were to all those other fathers' daughters when you were out gallivanting, just running through college like this. Well, karma's a bitch.
Yeah, it's going to happen, I know, and I think that I'm counting. I know that she'll leave the house someday. That's what I'm thankful for. Mm-hmm. Is because somebody's going to snag her
In
up.
5 years, you're done.
Yeah, I was showing Craig Shoemaker. He has a 12-year-old son.
He's a really cute kid, yeah.
Yeah, he was actually here for the last after hours in the other room because I was like, "What? You brought your kid? No, you can't do this." So I showed him a picture of my daughter. He's like, "Hey, we should get together as families." And then my boy, and so his son was here, and I'm showing him the picture of my daughter, and quote, this is from Craig Shoemaker. He goes, "Hey, you need to get in that." Oh. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "No, I meant the picture. Like, you need to, like, I can see, like, you in the picture with her. It's like, you guys would make a great couple of the picture." But he's like, "You should get in that."
Backpedal.
The difference between having a son who's 12 and having a daughter who's 12. And it's like, oh, my God. But, yeah, I guess I did bring it on myself. If there's such thing as karma, then I did deserve every bit of her that I got.
Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah, she is a beautiful little girl. Or young lady, I guess. 13, Frank.
13 years old.
5 more years.
Yeah, we were going to see fireworks over at Warner Center, and there was a party, like a house party, on a corner on one of the main drags to get down to that area, and it was like it looked like a kegger, like a college kegger, and there's people on the front yard, and everyone's getting ready to walk down from the party to go see the fireworks. And we're in the car driving by, and her and her friend are in the back seat, and they're like, "We want to go to the party." I'm like, "Oh, great! They're going to see like a party like this and walk in as 2 young girls into like like I said, a college kegger party."
I mean, so they could be freshmen.
Like, "Hey!" and screaming out the window. I'm like, "Oh my God!"
No, my God, Frank.
She's not the quiet.
You're going to end up in jail.
She's not the quiet girl. She's the girl who's going to go to the party, go sneak in.
Frank, you're going to end up in jail. What's going to happen to us?
Yes, I will end up going to prison.
It's going to be Eric and I after hours of Heidi and Eric.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I'll just run a really long mic cord under the fence into my cell. I'll give you prison updates.
Oh, good.
From my rectum. Because I'm not going to do well in prison.
No, you're too pretty.
Like I said, I'm going to have to shave my head, not wear my tooth, take my flipper out, and start eating balls of shit like the first 3 weeks I'm there, and then nobody will touch me.
Yeah, they won't bother you, and then you can go back to being normal. Yeah.
Keep shoving light bulbs up my ass.
And hope they don't break.
And just hope they don't break. Is it time to get the hell out of here?
Holy shit. I think we should have gone a half an hour ago.
Really?
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
You just want to get home and
delete everything off my computer?
It's too late. I mean,
I think now I understand when Frosty sledgehammers it and then burns it in the fireplace.
If it's out, it's already out.
I know. Can't unring a bell, I guess.
What's your nephew's phone number? Text? I want to text him. See, you got any pics?
Got pics.
Got any vids? I'm into tuxedo panties.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I got some.
I'm looking for the belly pick because I don't want any of that tassely shit.
Oh, yeah. Belly pick's pretty good.
Is it meaty?
Oh. He's out of
No, I'm out of here.
All right. We're out of here. Thank you for joining us once again for After Hours. For everything After Hours, go to frostydandfrank.com. There's a whole page for it right there. And you can go to iTunes and download it. So tell all your friends.
Oh, hang on a second. I want to say hi to Chelsea. She's in the military, and her boyfriend Chris listens, and they're diehard fans, diehard After Hours fans, and she's fighting for our country. So, Chelsea, you go, girl.
There you go. Yep. Heidi and Frank, this is After Hours.